while completing the focus control rating scale, I noticed a couple of things about myself. Some things that I already knew, and then some things that just kind of really stood out to me once I saw it on paper. And I want to focus on some of the weaknesses first. Um, I've always been kind of a forward thinker in the sense where I need to have a plan B for in case my plan A doesn't work, and I need to have a plan B for my plan B kind of thing. So, one of the questions talks about um, remaining totally focused in the present and just kind of moving one step at a time. And that's something that I think that I need definite improvement on. And while I've been successful in different avenues by thinking of so many different scenarios, I may get more out of every situation by remaining present and understanding that I can only control so much at one time, and that focusing on different things that have nothing to do with the task at hand um, isn't really going to help me. It's probably just going to create more anxiety. So it's something that I definitely want to improve on. Um, a couple of other things that I do very well is bringing my best focus into every performance. So, for instance, when I'm like writing a paper, when I know that I can kind of do 70% of the work maybe and kind of, pass and get a good grade, I am always in competition with myself in terms of being able to put my best foot forward. Um, so I'm always looking to do my absolute best in every situation. Another thing that they asked in terms of question 11, in terms of learning from setbacks and criticisms and errors, that's one thing that I actually kind of pride my life and my career on, because of all the things that I've had to deal with growing up, just in terms of the trials and tribulations of life and kind of having a fend for myself at a very early age. I kind of use those experiences to look at whatever I'm going through now and realize, hey, that's not that big of a deal. You're able to overcome that, so you can certainly overcome this, and then use those experiences as to improve my situation. Overall, this rating scale really forced me to kind of look inward and realize that there's some days that I feel like I have everything together and everything is going on well, but I can always do more. And then there's other days where I feel like nothing is going right, um, but I really have to sit back and have the right perspective and realize that okay, it may not feel like everything is doing right, but am I putting my best foot forward? And if I'm putting my best foot forward and keeping that perspective, I know that things will eventually work out for me. Um, but I just have to maintain the focus of keeping the right perspective. And I think that's a challenge every day with kind of wearing so many different hats, from being work and coaching and school, and then being an uncle to a bunch of different nephews and things like that. I just want to make sure that I'm always in the present. So I'm going to focus on that going forward.